Now that's my team. They were back. We did a lot of not physical work, but we did a lot of mental work last night and just reshaping, retooling, and getting everybody back on par for today. And I couldn't be prouder of this group. You know, to come back from a disappointing first opener like that, and then, you know, I have to put this out there, when things happen that are out of our control, when a player goes down, is starting outside, to have the response that these players had. You know, a coach can't ask for anything more. You can't train that. That's just who they are as people. We talk about being uncomfortable and resilient throughout preseason. I think that they've shown that to everybody. I know this about them. My staff knows this about them. They know this about each other. But it's really nice to see this coming out when it matters the most, and to be rewarded with a big win like this. This is significant this early in the preseason against a team that is, you know, they will have another fantastic season. They're a very good team, great players, well coached. So, you know, credit to them, but I couldn't be more proud of my group today.
Gabby, Eddie, what was different in today's win versus our match last night?
Go for it.
I would just say I feel like a lot of our mentality has changed, and we kind of just took this as like, this is business and we need to get it done.
Yeah, I would say we were a lot more unfazed. I mean, you can't win every single point, unfortunately. You can try. You know, and I think we made adjustments quicker, and I think our communication was a lot better. So I think that really helped us, and like Gabby said, I think we just switched our mentality a little bit. You know, nothing big, just little things here and there make a big difference for us.
For the players, it seemed like to me the momentum for those last two sets really started at the end of the third. Obviously you didn't get the win in that, but you know, forcing it in an extra session. What did the team kind of get done during that stretch, and then was able to continue over the last two sets?
I think we just really got in a rhythm, serving-wise, and our offense as well. You know, we were finding things that were scoring, you know, and we were stopping their big hitters. You know, and after winning the first set, we know that we can take sets off of them, so it was just kind of getting it done. And coming so close in the third, I mean, it's the fourth is all or nothing, basically. And then, you know, I'm really proud of how we fought in the fifth, being down, I think it was 5-1 at one point. So that shows a lot of heart, I think, because they're a great team. I mean, they're great in every single position. So we really had to fight for that one, and I'm really happy with that result.
She covered it all.
She does that.
Yeah, covered it all.
Coach, how great is it that the two players sitting next to you are wonderful on offense and defense? I mean, they're setting the team, but they're also explosive hitters as well and play well defensively.
You know, this is what makes us different. The two players next to me, they make us unique. They make us different than many of the teams and opponents we're going to face because of the flexibility and versatility. And you can't do that if, one, you don't have the physical ability, and they both do. Two, you don't have the volleyball skill ability, they both do. And the third and most important piece is they get this game, and they get moments in matches when the advantage is sitting there waiting for us to take it, and they're learning to do it on their own. We can flip in and out of different lineups, and I think that there's a steadiness and consistency that they bring that is going to be one of our key elements to success this season. And I think when things like, you know, a brand new freshman outside is out there, they're fine because these two are fine. They're fine because they're getting direction from veteran players and players. You know, Gabby's, I know she's only a sophomore, but there's tons of playing experience. And between the two of them, there's a lot of know-how and a lot of ability to adjust and win. And sometimes it's just getting out points. And sometimes it's just being stubborn, which, fortunately enough, these two are in all the right ways.
Coach, we talked last night a little bit after the match of Neghetti's good debut. What was the thought process and the decision of putting her in the starting lineup today?
You know, we develop our players and we invest in our players all the way from when they're here through where Eddie is now getting ready to finish her senior season and go out and play professionally. And, you know, Neghetti, she needs to play to get better for us. And physically, I mean, she can present a block that, you know, is different. We needed that. We knew we were going to need some of that athleticism, her jumping ability. And there really is no time like the present. You know, I think everyone that comes into this program, not that they're expecting to play, but they're excited about it because the possibility exists, because we want to develop our entire program. You know, it's not just the 7 players. We talked about this in the huddle, that this is who we are. Changing, blocking, assignments, changing defensive assignments, flipping in and out of offenses, and understanding that it's okay. It's just a matter of figuring out which is the best version of us in that particular rotation. And that's the strategy and the strategery that we'll use. And to do that, you have to have coaches that understand what your player or your what your players can do, and then players that understand what the coaches are trying to tell you. To be able to do some of the things we do, to me, is a really neat thing. I've never been able to do it with the team before, and I think that this year, these players completely get it, and something like a win that, you know, maybe could have gone another way if we were just very rigid and said, okay, this is all that there is to us. I think this proves to them that they can do a lot more than maybe we could last year. And it's a different team, different identity, and I like what I see so far.
How excited are you to play Oklahoma tonight?
Oh, very. I mean, this tournament, you know, I'm watching scores going up all over the country. This is, I'm going to go out there and say it, is the toughest tournament, toughest opening weekend. And they're tightly contested matches. There's a lot of good volleyball being played, not just in our matches, and the others that we're scouting. So we're looking forward to a really, you know, well-played, high-level match against Oklahoma tonight. And of course, we want to best them. But I think it speaks volumes to the level of this tournament and in the scheduling for all coaches coming in. We want to make sure our players are as ready as possible.
Coach, what can you update about Jocelyn's injury? And then for the players, what was talked about in the huddle, whether it came from coach, whether it came from the seniors, about getting past that early on and obviously keeping focus?
You know, the good thing is I have the best trainer, and I know all good coaches think that they have the best trainer. We really do. Marissa Holiday has her on, you know, got her already in the compression boot and already, you know, getting her now. It's an ankle injury of some severity. They're going through assessments right now, so we haven't gotten the final word. She's got to go out. She's already getting diagnostics, and they've already started treatment on her. So I'm completely confident in our sports med, and, you know, I had a quick encounter with her after. Her spirits are high and great, and the best thing is you've got a kid that takes an injury like that can't complete the match, then all she wants to do is come back out and celebrate the big win with her team. That says something about the group that we have, and I think it's credit to these kids because they fought and played for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was saying, what was the talk either amongst yourselves or from coach to shake that off early and obviously stay focused?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's always hard when, especially an outside, which is such a key position. You know, when someone goes down like that in the way that it did, it was, you know, it was kind of tough for a little bit. You know, you could see people kind of freaking out after that. But, you know, we really just talked about, you know, we have to regroup, and we have to keep playing, and we have to keep playing for her, you know, because she has so much heart and would do anything for this team. So that one was for her. So.
And like along with that, I want to like give credit to Aiden Lee for stepping up as a freshman and like owning on the outside. So she did really well.